stream of consciousness in reference to magical workings and rituals in all spiritual pursuits. You have a conscious mind that helps you get an A, get a B on the test. You got a regular mind that'll help you get a job. And then you have altered states of consciousness that help you perceive more than you would normally perceive consciously. So as black men and women, we might live in the beta state. We might live in the lower vibratory field. So it's real important to get up early. I've been up since 2 o'clock in the morning doing various rituals and various magic and various writing. Mainly because the gym opened at 7 and now I'm about to hit the gym, get some exercise. But you know, when you get in real changes happening, what I'm noticing is that the changes happen energetically. You might not ever have nothing happen externally and things might not change externally. This is why the power of vibrations and frequency is more important than manifesting. We done manifested things, done lost things that we manifested, done manifested some more shit. So it ain't about really manifesting at this level. At this level, it's about understanding your frequency, understanding your vibration enough to get to altered states of consciousness. No matter what you're doing, if you in Ifa, if you in Santeria, if you in Wiccan, if you in Voodoo, if you in Hoodoo, I'm a syncretist. I can go to church and treat the church like a voodoo seance because it's all one thing. It's the spiritual world and the physical world. And usually we think that the goal is to master the physical world when simply it's just to get out, get to an altered state of consciousness with all of your might. Play some music, dance, meditate, journal, whatever, because you got thoughts that's going on in your mind. I'm fat, I need to pay the rent, I'm hungry, I wish I could do this, I wish I could do that. That's consciousness. When we talk about magic, spiritualism, mentalism, changing your physical reality into a space where it's more desirable, it's going to be hard to be consciously aware and try and think your way into spiritual changes. When you get into an alt state of consciousness and get into the spiritual world, this is the thing. When you actually do that, in a real sense, you don't really want to change your material world. You kind of can just look at the material world for what it is, a game, phase, something that's going to play out. You ultimately have a larger reality that you desperately need to perceive. The reason why I say you desperately need to perceive it, because if you don't perceive your spiritual self, because there is a primordial human you on the other side. If you don't perceive it, you're not actually in the right direction because you don't actually know who you are. When you are aware of the human vessel, you're aware of the avatar, you're aware of the movie, you're aware of the character, you're aware of the plot, but you're also the writer, the director, the producer, the CEO. So imagine if you was the CEO of a movie. The CEO, right, can create anything that you want in reference to your movie, but you think that you're only the character. This is consciousness. See, the character, he don't know what the fuck is happening, right? The character like, oh my God, I'm so stressed out. I gotta, they coming to kill me. My baby mama cheating on me. The bad guy is after me. These is what you hear when you talk to black people today. This is what you hear. I'm a character in a movie and I don't know what to do. So if you really got human consciousness, you gonna really suffer because you in somebody else's movie. You in somebody else's movie, and here you are, had the ability to create your own movie. Certain things that I've been learning about physical strength and physical energy, probably when they one ear and out the other, listen to many Bobby Hemmett and Pennick lectures or whatever the case may be. I've been learning that having a physical vessel, like making the decisions, like I haven't drunk coffee in a month when I've drunk coffee every day for the past 10 years. Crazy to think about. Certain things though, slowly but surely, I get to a point where tobacco, now drink coffee. Like I don't even drink cups of coffee. Because you want to be in alignment with primordial spiritual self. And your primordial spiritual self has gotten to that point, not because you out here fucking up or she out here fucking up. Your soul or your primordial human self, the part of you that's just like you, just on the other side, Okay, how can you imagine this? If you ever wanted to get to an altered state of consciousness and truth beyond all physical limitation, meditate on every mistake that you made and imagine that you didn't make them. And where would your life, if you a person like me, you've made plenty of mistakes. You made mistakes so bad that if you told people the mistakes that you made, you would sound crazy as fuck. So you just don't even talk about the mistakes that you make. You keep them hidden, right? Because you look dumb as fuck, right? If you anything like me. Now imagine since the time you was 5, since you could remember the person that wiped his ass, the kid that got the ear boogers out their eyes, the kid that brushed their teeth every day, the kid that did everything perfect, went to college, got magna cum laude, valedictorian, went to pole dancing school, would be a lawyer in the day and a stripper at night and a bodybuilder in the middle of the night. Perfect person. That's you. A blameless, faultless, perfect individual. A person that watch you make these mistakes. See, spiritual people have a problem with positivity. They're chasing positivity. They're chasing a life of never making a mistake. But spiritual people make the dumbest mistake ever. And the reason for that is your primordial spiritual self taking note, learning the lesson, doing the alchemy. So meditating and fixating on this person, that is you. If you want a visual concept of what I'm talking about, it's a movie called Another World. A white lady gets into an accident, kills a little boy, goes to jail for 4 years. Before she was going to go to jail for 4 years, she graduated high school at 17 and was about to go to MIT, but canceled them plans. She went to jail for 4 years. Me, I was a genius in high school. I was taking college courses in the 9th grade. I spent my summer at Kent State University taking college courses. I didn't even graduate high school because I went to prison by the time I got my first felony by the time I was 17. It was in prison by the time I was 19. So like in the movie Another Earth, the person I used to joke to my friends like, y'all gonna be fucking in jail. Y'all gonna be dead or in jail and I'm gonna be in college. Because I was a straight A student, but I made fucking dumbass mistake. I look back like, god damn, you couldn't read not one book about law. No, the oversoul, taking lessons, alchemizing all of that dumb shit that I was doing. So Another Earth, young white girl gets into an accident, kills a little boy, does 4 years in prison, gets out, gets a job at a school, bullshit ass job. She guilty as fuck, right? Cause she killed the little boy. Guess who she go get another job for? She act like she's some type of cleaning lady or some shit like that. Knock on the door of the man, cause she killed the man, wife and son. So the man just sitting in his house alone in his room like Brandy every fucking day, sitting there. So, and she young too. She about get out of jail. She's still about 22. Sexy, cleaning lady, talking about let me clean your house for free. But when she did it, like she was 17, so he don't never know the name of the person that killed his wife and son. So, long story short, she coming to his house every day, cleaning up for him and shit. And if any man got a young hot stallion and she 20 years old, when she pop it from behind, you see that hairy asshole, you going for it. So he goes for it. But it's crazy because in the story, he don't know that this is the lady that killed his wife and his son. She know it and she that guilty. Moving forward, it's this contest in this world. Because at the same time, there's a alternate universe that's merging with this universe. So when you look up in the sky in the movie, you see like this planet that look exactly like Earth. And then like, it's like a subplot, like on the news and shit, like this newscaster lady. I done seen this movie 100 times. I damn near could just read the whole script to you. It's the best movie ever. But it's just how I can explain to you that there is a alternate version of you that is perfect. So boom, they sitting on TV, this lady like, they got a satellite communication from this Earth to Earth B, and she like, is anybody there? And then another girl come on the end, yes, who is this? She like, this is Rebecca Robinson from Earth. She like, what the fuck? This is Rebecca Robinson from Earth, bitch. How the fuck you Rebecca Robinson and I'm Rebecca Robinson? That's crazy. Where you grow up at? St. Louis. What was your favorite fruit? They write it down. They both say strawberry, and everybody like, oh my god, Oh my God, right? So then they put on this contest and they about to do a trip. 8 or 9 people about to get on a rocket and fly to the other universe. You know, since the main character, you know she gonna win the ticket, right? So she wins the ticket, and long story short, she give the ticket to the man that she killed, because in that other Earth, right, this is where like grief and ancestors come in. She give the dude that she killed his wife and kids, she gave him the ticket, right? Because he can go to that other Earth and be with his wife and his kid, right? So boom, they do that. But then at the end of the movie, they match up. Like her and her perfect self match up, and then like the movie over. And I know, like, you gotta watch, like, I done watched it a million times. I'll watch it again. Another Earth. It's the greatest movie. And it's telling you that in this world, you're supposed to make mistakes, right? You make mistake, and then you do some form of corrective measure. You do some form of alchemy, right? But usually you want to figure out spirituality. You want to get it together. You want your life to change. You want to get over yourself, and you're not going to be able to do that without ritual. Lady, listen to me and listen to me clearly. Please, if you never heard me say nothing else, y'all are spiritual beings having a human experience. Get out of your conscious mind. Get into an altered state of awareness. Stop listening to bullshit ass music. Cut on some drums. The movie, I don't know where I get all my movies on Amazon now. I just be buying them. I don't even be downloading shit no more. I don't even got that to do. I'm just too mature for that shit. Amazon Prime, buy that shit or rent it. I'm not about to go to nobody download site and get no damn viruses. I don't know what that is. Ritual, drumming, altered state of consciousness. I'm gonna say it and I'm gonna keep saying it because we are in this world, and the goal is to keep you trapped in the conscious mind, the beta mindset. With all of your might, fight that shit. I'm gonna say do a spell, do a ritual, and your ass is gonna be lazy and not do it and be in your conscious mind. Your conscious mind is your lower self, and that's hell. That's about it. It never gets worse than being conscious. This is the lowest level. You gotta usually deal with conscious people who are so full of shit in order to rise up. You gotta like hit rock bottom, and rock bottom is consciousness and conscious niggas. Bitches with courses and classes and products and things that they are offering you that don't do shit for you. You ain't seen a real person in your life say anything in reference to a conscious motherfucker helping them. Niggas rather get a job at Speedway than listen to a conscious nigga. What you must do is get out of your mind and get into an altered state of consciousness to begin to perceive the spiritual world so you can see your perfect self and align with your perfect self. End of story. If you're not doing that, you trapped in a mindset. Mindset is everything. How you see yourself is everything. If you are a perfect spiritual being, you will begin to act that way, if you knew that. But when you look at yourself as a conscious human being that make mistakes, that do dumb shit, that stay on the same patterns, that constantly are in the same fucking revolving doors, man, I'm a regular ass person, man. And I could tell you some shit. I could tell you some shit about doing spells and rituals and channeling some shit and going places, getting in my fucking car and going places that ain't nothing to do there but spiritual shit. It ain't nothing but a fucking field. It ain't nothing but some ancestors. It ain't nothing but vibrations and frequencies and altered states of consciousness. And I can take you to the same place and you ain't gonna see shit but dirt and grass because you in consciousness. The spiritual world lays right on top of the goddamn physical world, and 7 billion people walk around this bitch and don't perceive the spiritual world. Most motherfuckers are not going to perceive the spiritual world because most people stay in this lower sense, this dense state of awareness. What rituals are you going to do, and why are you going to do them? My suggestion: altered state of consciousness. Get out of your mind. Reveal your mind. Microdose. See, I microdose with one goddamn pill. Because if I take one pill, I can go to the gym, I can work, I can type, I can do everything that I need to do. If I take two, I'm gonna probably get a little horny, I'm gonna probably get a little tired, and I ain't gonna do shit that I need to do. So when I say microdose, I'm saying micro. And please believe, I ain't even gotta tell y'all that. It's counterintuitive for me to even tell y'all that as a business person. I should be like, yeah, family is the worst, bro. Family is the worst. This is why you gotta work with your ancestors. Feed them. When you feed your ancestors, you get to say so, right? So when you a little kid and you go to your grandma's house, you hungry, right? At a certain point, you get like 1 or 2 o'clock, you be like, Grandma, can I get something to eat? She got the power over you because she giving you the food. If you a black person and you do not feed your ancestors, they got the power over you. And the problem is with their power is that they don't know shit. Most of your ancestors don't even realize that they in the spiritual world because they haven't been taught it. They've been taught heaven or hell and they was already in hell. So the only thing else is heaven. Most dead people don't even know that they dead. You could be dead right now, wouldn't even realize. How do you know you alive? What about the friends that you had 10 years ago? Call them right now. Oh, you don't got their number. Go to their house. They don't live there. What dimension are you in? Do you know? You'll be surprised how real it is when you start to raise your consciousness up and perceive the spiritual world. We have been fed a whole lot about everything. So what is the truth? I'm going to tell you the truth. The truth lies within you. I promise you that the truth lies within you. That's how it makes sense. Where's the disconnect? You kick your own ass all day in consciousness. You ain't did not one ritual to perceive your higher self. And you looking at other niggas. IG. If you a girl, you might as well delete IG. And that's counterintuitive because you watching me on IG right now. But you ain't supposed to be looking at 20,000 niggas. You ain't supposed to be looking at 30,000 women and comparing yourself to that shit. Home births and fucking midwives and all. How you gonna have a doula, a midwife, a home birth, and a hospital birth at the same time? Because you've been watching all the same videos. 28 doulas, 59 midwives, and you paying. What are we doing? You already got 7 kids. Why are you watching pregnancy videos? Algorithm. You is not supposed to be inundated with information in the realms of comparison. Because you got a higher self that's perfect. You got a higher self that's perfect. So when you in the consciousness and you in this lower dense state of awareness and you on this goddamn device and you scrolling up and down and you looking at these beautiful women and you looking at these sexy ass dudes, then you look at your nigga got $210 in his bank account. How are you gonna make it? You can't make it. You can't compare. You got a house, it's a nigga with 7 houses. You got 7 houses, it's a nigga with a whole city. You like, damn, I'm a failure. I need to start a whole city, man. And what's the kicker? 98% of these niggas is lying. That's the kicker. I got a whole goddamn MacBook Pro. I be doing all types of cool shit. I can do all types of cool shit. One day I'm gonna post some shit, some fake ass shit, and have y'all thinking that it's real. And it'll be like, dawg, I was just playing. It's just me on my goddamn Photoshop and Adobe just fucking around. YouTube some shit and do some amazing shit. Illusion. Motherfuckers comparing themselves to illusion. So what would be the alternative for all human beings? Raise your frequency and vibration to an altered state of awareness. Altered meaning that conscious awareness that you perceive and it's so dense and it's so overwhelming. It's supposed to be that way. You ain't supposed to have shit. You ain't supposed to have shit. You gonna suffer. Your ass gonna stink. You gotta wash your ass every day. Gotta brush your teeth every day or your goddamn breath gonna stink, nigga. This hell. Goddamn earwax. If you don't, it's motherfuckers right now look good as hell. Ain't washed their belly button in years. Just walk up to a motherfucker, say, how you doing? And just stick your finger in their belly button and wiggle your finger around and pull it out and then make them smell it. This is hell. Don't ever get that confused. Raise your vibration. Don't try to be nothing down here. Cause that's where you go.